Hey guys, I actually haven't made one of these videos in a while, but I'm going to try to start doing this a little more often. But I wanted to talk about some of my buckles today. Anybody that's bought a belt from me or looked at my belts know that I mix both metal and resin printed buckles and pieces and such. Um, and specifically, I'm going to show off some of my Bo-Katan, Axe Wolves, and Tomb Raider buckles today. And I guess first we'll start with one of my Tomb Raider buckles. This is actually the anniversary buckle. If you buy a Tomb Raider anniversary style belt from me, this buckle will come on here. All my buckles, I think 99.9% of my buckles, unless it's a belt that taken from the source material is not functional. All of my buckles are functional, and I do that both because I know if I was wearing it, I'd want it, and also I know it's just ease of taking the belt off, putting it on, and such. So I try to keep all that stuff in mind when I design this stuff. But anyway, this is a Tomb Raider buckle. Now I use very large 23 millimeter magnets, and these things are no joke. Like they're not coming off unless you want it to. But the flip side of that is sometimes I think when customers get these, I don't. It's kind of hard to include instructions on how to take the buckles off or easily undo them. So that's what I'm gonna do here today. But a lot of people when they get these, they'll try to pull it or just take it straight off, and you got two of those earth magnets right against each other. It's not going to do that. So the easiest way to undo the buckle is just to basically take the two pieces and kind of twist upward. You're basically lifting and pulling sideways, and then they come off real easy. Um, and I actually print these in two different types of resin. Um, I'll print the one side that doesn't have anything that's too brittle. I'll print it in like a ABS light resin. Very strong, super smooth, looks great. But then the other side, if it's something that has thinner parts like this, I print it in a ultra tough resin that bends instead of breaks. So you can actually bend this without it snapping. So these two together just make a great belt buckle that'll last. But just make sure when you get these and you go to undo it, don't try to force it. Just all you have to do is just twist up and it'll come right off. And these will last for the duration of you having your cosplay. I used to print things in PLA, which was great, and it would last, had a lot of durability, but especially the way I printed them, because unlike a lot of people, I print my stuff damn near solid, with very little air. I know a lot of people when they print stuff, they try to do it as cheap as possible. I don't do that. But the reason why I switched to these is because PLA, if it's in extreme heat, say you're cosplaying outside, taking pictures outside, and it's a high temperature, it'll warp, and these won't. These won't warp. So, and the resin that I use is non-toxic, so these are great. But anyway, that's the Tomb Raider buckle. Here's my Bo-Katan, which I love these. Of course, these are unpainted. I haven't finished these yet. These are going to be for upcoming orders. But for things like this, so the leather strap is actually going to loop through here on both sides. Now, the likelihood of this snapping off is not very good. These are actually very strong. However, what I do in addition, just for overkill, but also just to make sure, is I glue steel rods down the spine here on both sides. So this is not going to snap off. If this snaps off, you're mountain climbing or doing something with this you shouldn't be doing. But those are going to last. And same thing with these. I use the 23 millimeter large magnets, and they're great. And you know, it's not a lot to twist them, but again, a lot of people with these, they'll try to pull straight up or straight back, and you know, there's this big button here, and it does help to kind of push that out. But if you just twist it off like that, it's going to come right off. But I think a lot of people make these harder than they need to be, because they try to live straight up or try to torque it, and just don't do that, because then something bad's going to happen. But if you just twist them, you know, you can use that button to push it out a little bit and then just lift it right off. Those will come off real easily. And you know, the same buckle for Bo-Katan is also for Casca Reeves. And then I also get a lot of people buying these just to do custom Mandalorian belts that I sell. These will come on those. I don't sell these separately. These just come with my sets. And then here's like Axe Wolf's buckle. Same thing. There's like a little button here that you can push out and then lift it straight off. And again, this is not going anywhere. Once you snap it in, it's solid. And then just push that button out a little bit and then just lift it off. But anyway, pretty much all of my buckles function that way. You know, don't try to pull them out or lift up. If you kind of do a little bit of a twist up, they'll come off real easy. And again, I'll print these in the ABS-like, and I'll print the backs that are a little thinner in that tough resin. I would just print everything in the tough resin, but it is expensive, and it would raise the cost of my belts up a lot, which I try not to do. A lot of you probably noticed that I don't really have sales anymore. And I did that because when, you know, a couple of years ago when everything started going up in prices, and of course things have continued to go up in prices, I left my prices where they were. But in doing that, I just stopped having sales. I couldn't afford to have sales anymore. So I tried to, that was kind of a trade-off that I did. But anyway, these things are great. I love the way that they function. So far, everybody that has bought a belt from me has loved the way they function. So, but anyway, if you ever have any questions when you get a set, if there's something I didn't answer, of course, reach out. But I hope you guys have a great day.